If these fishing poles are any bit of a hint, we are gonna go fishing again. So we are right now in the process of loading up our side-by-side with everything that we need. We are going to drive south for quite a few hours, and we are hopefully gonna go catch some hooligan. Now you basically dip net hooligan, so we have a few nets, but they're much smaller fish, so you need a way smaller net than we needed for the salmon last year. The main purpose of catching this hooligan is going to be for future fishing trips, to use them as bait. However, of course, if we catch some, we're going to have to fry some up right there on the beach and give them a try too. So let's finish getting this packed and head on down. Honestly, we're not really sure how long we're going to be gone for, so we brought some firewood, the hot tent, we're going to bring a whole cooler full of ice and food, and I think we're going to be set. This should be a pretty fun adventure.
Excited?
Yeah, I know, the dog is so excited. We just drove up to our fishing location. We have about an hour and a half before high tide comes back in again, so it's pretty good timing on us. However, while we're sitting and waiting, we're gonna eat some banana muffins that we made before we came. Is that good? And then we're gonna start fishing. Sweet. This hooligan thing out, and I keep catching really small ones. So here's a normal size one, and there's a little baby. Let's get in water. I think there's a lot of fish over there. There are so many seagulls all of a sudden. Holy smokes. That's insane. We just were fishing for about 3 hours and we got half of a pail of Hooligan. So now our plan is we are going to get out our skillet and we are going to cook some up and give them a try. So in our research, a lot of people will just cook these completely whole, guts and everything, but neither of us really like the idea of that. So we are going to gut these little guys and then get them cooking in a pan. Clean on the inside and ready to get cooked up. Whew, it is so windy here and it's so cold. So I did 6 of these little Hooligan. I gutted them and kind of cleaned them all up a little bit with some water, rinsed them out. Hopefully that's enough. I didn't want to do more than that because Cody and I have never had these before, so we aren't even sure if we're gonna like them. But they are very small, so they're not gonna go very far. So we figured 6 would be a good start. The plan is to just fry them until they are nice and crispy. And to be honest, what isn't good when it's crispy? So slightly hopeful about this one. Okay, the wind is working against me right now. I have to be quicker than this. As my pan is heating up, these Hooligan are super oily fish to begin with, so we're actually not going to put anything. We're just going to cook them in a dry pan. I think normally people will either use flour or cornmeal and kind of coat them and then fry them that way, and I think that breading kind of helps soak up some of the oil because they're going to be really, really oily. But we're just going to cook them plain because I forgot to bring that, so we don't have it today. We do have some salt to throw on them afterwards though. Here are our 6 lovely fish for dinner. Here we go. From what we read, you want to cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. I don't know if you can tell how cold it is with all this steam, but we are going to flip them now. Okay, it's kind of just falling apart, so this might be a mess. Oh, I'm not doing a good job. Oh no! You can see through the steam. This one just kind of started tearing apart when I was trying to flip it. Maybe you're supposed to like deep fry it in oil or something. I'm not sure. We'll just see how this goes. It's a little bit of an adventure. It's already going downhill. You might as well add some salt to it. If anything, it's just cooking up food for the dog, and we'll try again later for us. Well, not what I expected, but here we go. And Cody's just getting back. While I was cooking that up, he was catching some more fish. How many did you get?
Like 7 or 8.
Nice. You ready to try my concoction?
Yep. Yeah, they kind of disintegrated to nothing.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
They smell burnt.
I think when I ran down there to talk to you, they burned a little bit.
I don't know what to compare that to. Have you tried it?
I took a tiny little bit. Like, it's not terrible. Yeah. Yeah, see, I just kind of let it just get stuck, and then I've been scraping the bottom off so that all those little bits kind of get just mixed in.
Yeah, maybe try putting oil on the bottom.
I think like deep fry would be good. Oh, there's a fish. Do you want to try a fish head?
Not really.
Me neither. Most of it's been kind of mashed up in with the rest of it because I didn't want to eat it. Okay, but it's not, I mean...
The bones are definitely still noticeable.
Yeah. They're not bad. Like, it's not bad though. I mean, like,
no,
they're...
it's kind of good. I kind of like it. But it's,
it's weird. I cooked
it's very crunchy because of the bones.
It's supposed to be crunchy because of the knives being fried. I don't think they're that oily. There was like no oil that came out of these, so I don't really know what that's about.
They taste really good.
That is actually really good. I'm kind of like, oh shoot, do we need to save some for eating? So you just got some fresh ones. We could take a couple of those, clean them, and try to put more fat in here.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay. All right, take 2 coming up. Didn't you just clean that fish?
Yeah.
So the first attempt, not exactly what we wanted. We're gonna try it again. We're putting some tallow in the pan from home. We're gonna get that heated up and then kind of fry the fish instead. Neither of us really liked the bones that were in it, so I'm hoping that this way if we fry it, we get the crispy outside, and then maybe we can just kind of peel the spine out so we don't have to eat it. But you loved that meal, didn't you?
My hands are too big.
Yeah, your crispy side just came off again. Well, let's just leave them in there to get extra crispy. Flip it again.
What?
Ooh, that's gonna be so hot. Okay, well, besides the skin peeling off, it looks pretty good, I guess.
Just let it cool for a second.
You just ate the head.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
I'll eat the next part that isn't the head. That is so gross.
What?
That is so gross.
This is?
Yes, mine was so much better than that one. That one's just like a slimy mess on the inside.
Yeah.
Because even the skin, Like, I could taste the scales, I feel like. What, do I just like it severely overcooked then? Probably.
I think most people like it that way, really crispy. Because this is a really soft. Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah, my first attempt made me like, okay, I could eat this again. And the second attempt, I'm like, I don't ever want to eat this again.
We'll stay till next tide, get a bunch more for bait this year.
Yeah.
Next year we'll figure out deep fry and bring a lot of oil.
Yeah, and I also heard some people saying that they smoke them and dry them out or something like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe try that next year, but yeah, the goal this year is bait. So, we've determined that high tide is the best time to go fishing for these little guys, and the next high tide is at 5:20 in the morning. So we are going to kind of wait a while until that happens. I think we might even potentially go try a different spot, just try out a few different areas. So we might kind of just hang out for a while and then pack up and head over to another location.
Late last night we moved to another spot here so that we were ready for the tide in the morning. Our high tide was around 5:20, so Lori got up pretty early, around 4 o'clock, and started fishing. She didn't do very well. We only got maybe a dozen this morning, so she's back, and I'm going to go head out and try my hand for a little while, and then I think we're going to call it after that. So we'll see if I have any better luck than Lori. So everybody in this area is kind of congregated by the road over by the bridge. That seems to be where people catch most of the Hooligan, but nobody's catching anything this morning. So I'm heading out to this point. I don't know if anybody really comes out here, but it seems there's a lot of birds that hang out over there. They were hanging out there last night also. So I figure I'll come stand at the point. I'm not catching anything over here, so it doesn't hurt if I'm not catching anything over there. It is pretty neat being out here all by yourself though, even if I'm not catching anything. See some Hooligan jumping out of that point right there. That's also where I see the seagulls diving most of the time, so I'm gonna try and go out right there. I found the spot. Oh, I wish I had my phone to tell Lori to get out here. I've already caught more in these few minutes than I did all day yesterday. This is great. Look at that. I'm already at half a pail. I'm gonna keep going, but my battery's gonna die soon, so I'm just gonna keep going as fast as I can, fill this pail, and then we'll get back to the truck. Oh, I wish Lori was out here. But I'll fill this pail, I'll go get her, and we'll come back. Finally. We've been catching one at a time, and it's been taking hours and hours. Just had to go where nobody else was, I guess. Oh, this is gonna be a big one. Fish, come back. Okay, I'm gonna run back with this pail. Hopefully I can lift it. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. I didn't put any water in there. I'm gonna leave my gloves here so I know where to come back to. I'm gonna go get Lori and more pails. All right, I dropped off my pail, grabbed 2 more. Lori's on the way with Rowan, but I think I'm gonna hold off to start dipping because I think by the time she gets here, I will have both these pails full. So I'm gonna hold off and wait for her and let her have at it. She gets more of a kick out of all this than I do, so. Lori finally made it. I had to go give her an assist with Rowan. She was being a little slow. All right, get the net in the water. Let's go. Yeah.
Did you have to walk down there at all? Or
No, I just stood right up here on the edge where it was easy.
Okay.
Don't walk on that mud down there because you'll sink in really bad.
Okay. That's what I was worried about when you came all the way out here.
I was going a little quicker, but yeah. Look at that. That's more than you caught all this morning.
Oh my
Not
gosh,
quite,
Cody. Let's do it again.
Not even gonna empty them?
No.
Swoop a little faster. Yeah.
That is faster.
Yeah, it's either getting out yet.
No, I just didn't hook that one. Oh my gosh.
Like for real, these pills are gonna fill up in less than 10 minutes.
So like 30 seconds here is about a whole hour's worth.
Yeah, we spent hours yesterday and got half a pail.
This morning. I
That
spent
too.
an hour at that spot this morning and I got maybe a dozen fish.
What do you think, Irie? What are those fish doing?
I got one, Cody.
We'll do better.
I got one.
Figure I'd just let you do 1 pail, then I'll do 1 pail.
Okay. Well, that's fair, I suppose.
You want to sit on the blanket, Rowan? This mud's kind of wet. Rowan, the mud's wet. Your socks. Stay back. I don't want you to fall in. Yeah, why do you gotta play close to the edge? Play over here. Come on. Look at this mud is just the same. It's just as fun. Wow. What do you think of this fish? Yeah, fish. Oh, Mom's got another one she can give you.
Rowan, you want this fish? It's wiggly. There you go.
Wow. Are you gonna put him in the pail? You gonna put him in the pail for us?
You're gonna help out?
Yeah, you gotta throw him in there. Good job. Good job. Yay. She's got another one. It's right there.
Here you go, Rowan. You wanna throw it in?
Throw it in the pail. Good job. Now you gotta say, Mom, hurry up and get another one.
You put it in here? Oh, good job. Thank you.
I think those seagulls might come get your fish. Yeah, you better come back over with those fish. Look at them. Wow. Yeah. We got to be careful with this mud we're on, because just from Lori bringing the water over, look how much this has turned to jello. Like, you'll work your way down in here and get really stuck.
Oh, hey.
Rowan, back this way.
That's some extra slime.
3 in again. Oh. Well, Cody went chasing after the seagulls. He's got a fair bit in his net right now. Of course, he has to try a few scoops all the way back.
Nothing super productive. I think staying over here is just fine.
Yeah, I think so
A lot
too.
better with just the kid.
Oh gosh, I can't throw a wiggling fish in a bucket.
If you bring the bucket closer, I can try and plop him in there.
Oh.
No!
Hey, you're moving your net too slow.
Cody, that thing! Oh my gosh, look at it!
Nice. Oh yeah, you must get school going through.
Yeah, there's a school coming
Hurry up
through.
and dump them on the ground.
Okay.
Huh?
We can just stop fishing. We've got plenty of food.
Once they slow down, yeah, we're basically full. We can fit some more, but
I think we're done.
yeah, I think we should call it.
Well, we succeeded in getting loads and loads of Hooligan. We really can't fit any more inside of these buckets, so we need to pack it up and head on back to the truck. We have about a quarter-mile hike to do, so that's gonna take a little bit of work. These get heavy after a while. Cody also succeeded not just in the fishing, but he really wanted to find a fishing spot that wasn't crowded with people, and I think we did pretty dang good. It's beautiful, and there's no one else out here. But as I said earlier, it is a quarter-mile hike back to the truck. Whew. So we gotta get moving so we can get all of these fish cleaned up and put in our cooler. We just finished Hooligan fishing and we have all of the fish that we could possibly need. We are going to use that as bait and head down south a little bit further and try our hand at surf fishing. Our hope is to maybe catch some halibut or some cod, but realistically we will be happy with anything, and we are just super excited to get down there and try it.